Hello guys and welcome to another stream. Today we'll be flying from an interesting airport from Bogota to Pasto. I've been told that this airport, Pasto, has an interesting approach. So therefore, it's going to be interesting to land there. Let's figure this out. I am a little late, so I'm still setting up my flight. Today we are going to be flying Avianca, what's it? 8 5 85 83. So let me just put that 8583 in my website. A320. It's a BMR. Let's give a quick connect. Flight plan. Fetch from server. And modify plan. Lovely. All right, since we are here, let's start setting up our airplane. Everything else seems to be set up. All right, so as you must have noticed, all our standard procedures, wheel drops are in place, the gear doors are closed, and the APU is clear. So let's go to the cockpit and let's get on the pedestal. All right, both our engine masters are off. Mode selector is normal. Parking brake is set. Spoilers are disarmed. Flaps are 0. The weather radar is off. As we proceed down, the landing gear lever is down, and on top, wipers are off. The battery voltages are fine. So let's put the batteries on. They are looking all right. Let's quickly conduct the APU fire test. All right, let's get the APU verification. GPU online. That should power up most of our things. But let's quickly align the rollerball. Wait. Oh, the flight plan requires us in pounds. And we have made our flight plan in kgs. So I'm gonna have to quickly go edit this flight and convert the units from kgs to pounds. How do I do that? Thanks. All right, as I recreate my flight plan with pounds, let me go to my flight, quickly re-import from SimBrief, so we get some nice pound figures. And there it is, from Bogota to Pasto. Um, let's check our ground services. And if I'm not wrong, when we did go outside, the jetway was not connected. So let's toggle the jetway. Let's connect the PCs with our passengers. Yeah, feel all right. Let's connect our stairs. And we are all right. Uh, running mass imbalance. Let's start loading the airplane. It's going to be a fast load, so we can start. Let's start initiating our FMS as well. All right. That's so AOC menu, flight in it, and let's do an init request. And there we have Avianca 8583. And before we do that, let's quickly do a recall check. All right, these are associated failures, and there's the first status as well as for recall. So everything looks all right here. All right, let's go overhead and start our flows. Ground control is on, park brake is set. CVR is tested and checked. That's one on, two on, and it is three to nav. Let's quickly put this on status of leaders one. Time to nav is 5 minutes. Strobes are going to auto. The nav light is going to 1. There are no smoking signs, and this is going to auto. Batteries to be tested. So let's go quickly to the leg page and put our batteries off, and they are reporting off here. And as we go put them back on, the voltage is dropped from 60 amps, so the battery test is successful. Overhead again, fuel pumps are as required. We can put them on. They are no longer required to be off for refueling. Fire test for engine 1 is good. Fire test for engine 2 is good. The audio switching is normal. Everything looks all right here. This is to 1 o'clock position. And as we go, QNH is set. The timer is set, and the notebook setting is on. All our switchings and everything here is normal. So let's jump in the MCDU and start preparing our trip. So let's do a request. And let me just fire up Volanta so I can get you the nice overlay of our flight today. Oh, that should do it. And that should give you a nice overlay of what I'm going to be doing today. All right, since this is our flight number, let me quickly import from. There it is, Avianca 8583. So our flight number is APA8583. And our cost index today is 34, rather quick. We're going to be cruising at 340. And we expect top of line temperature of -40. Our ground temperature is reported at 18 minutes ago, 20 degrees. That is surprising. That is a lot of variation. Yeah, it is 20 degrees. And let's do a quick wind request as well. Why did it not request putting my flight level? 340/40. The plane is also done. All right, for the flight plan, we depart from, as per the plan, runway 32 right, and our departure is going to be the way for 4. So, going to be all the way. Way for 4 Romeo with the transition of Orega. Let's insert that. After Orega, we go direct to PPN, then to Morag, and then we have a lovely RTT approach that we're going to be carrying out from there. So that's all that. Right nav can be auto-tuned. Secondary is going to be a copy of the active, and I'm going to plan a turn back from here. So SKBO is our new destination, and we're going to plan 32 right for arrival. So, sorry, I just skipped the whole list. We have on it. All right, the temperature is gonna be 20 degrees. The winds are reported at 209, and the QNH is 1029. Wow, that's a pretty high number. I'm gonna leave the parameters as it is for now. The zero fuel weight is wow, 130.1. The block fuel is 16,000 pounds, and takeoff equals to 145.7. That is approximated close, and our final result is about 8.9. So let's put that in the alternate. The performance is going to be as it is. I'm not going to be changing that. And let's quickly do a speed calculation as we depart from Bogota. It's going to be runway 31, right? 32, right? Do I not have it? Or maybe it's just changed recently. Please think flight weather and let's do a calculate. All right, for packs of departure, what will optimum factor is up to 0.548. That's 2 slash up 0.5 and a flex of 48, and we get speeds of 30, 35, 35. 130, 130, sorry, 135, and 135. That's looking all right. Let's check if we have any preliminary load sheets that we may need to acknowledge. Yep, one has come and we're accepting that as a prelim. All right, looks like we should be ready. Let me just quickly check what's in, if anybody's popped up. Nope. Boarding seems to be complete, and the lovely jetway automatically disconnects, so we can quickly go and I can tell it to please resend me the load sheet. Resend load sheet, yes please. And as we go, there it is, the new load sheet. So the revised figures nav accuracy is operated is 130.2. So let's put that 130.2 slash and a CG to the rate of 29.3. The block fuel is 16 tons with a takeoff weight of 145.9. That is all right. Now let's accept that and put on the flight plan page. GPS is primary, and let's calculate our speeds with respect to the new weights that we've got. So think final, calculate. What do we get? Wow, 2 up 0.0, 50. 2 up, so that's going to be slash up 0, 50. And speeds are 31, 35, 35. So just the V1 changes by 1 knot, it increases. But the flex also went up pretty high. So we're looking all right. Like on this side, this here, FCU, FT's constraints nav 40. There is no ATC, so I'm setting cruise altitude of 340 set. And this side, this side, this side, and again this side, giving constraints, and let's quickly do an oxygen test so we can, and since we have all on board, let's start the APU. While the APU starts, let's conduct a briefing. All right, we're parked at stand 15. Um, as we look through our charts really quick. Oh my god, for the nth time, we need to figure this out. So from SimBrief, the routing has come in, and let me just confirm that my weather is live and my time is also live. All right, as we go get out from Bogota, uh, we're departure on 10-9. What did I select? Departure, no, ground charts. 10-9. All right, so that's where we are parked. For 3-2 right, we push back facing northwest. Expected taxi out is going to be by the apron line. We'll make a right turn somewhere. Parking stand. All right, so we are at 15. So we push back on Delta, make a right turn on Papa or November. Yes, we can, and a beautiful Latam livery there. All right, continuing the brief, and make a right turn on Bravo all the way. And then for 3-2 right, it's gonna be, oh sorry, we can make a right turn on Alpha, and then it's gonna be Alpha 9 or Alpha 10 intersection for full end departure 3-2 right. Getting airborne, we've already fed in our departure chart today of Reaper. So let's find that. Home for Romeo. So we get out from 3-2 right, make a right turn. This is not it. Then alternate for us. What's the departure today? Report for Romeo it is. So yeah, there it is. Report for Romeo. We get off, make this nice turn as a transition of Origa. So we go all the way here. I have cross-checked the points. They seem all right. And we're climbing 340 today, so everything is looking all right. I have another Avianca there. Sister car airline also proceeding to Pasto. All right, everything is looking all right. APU is available. Let's put this off. Let's put the seatbelt signs on. Let's put the APU bleed on. Let's pull down our passengers. And we can request the ground services to disconnect everything, close all our doors, and we are ready for push and start. All right, I'm ready for push and start. Connecting the tug. Confirming once again there is no ATC because we've really heard it a few times now, so it's high time I stop doing what I do, just push back. All right, the tow truck is nicely connected. Let me just go inside. Sorry, put the beacon on, and let's do the cockpit preparation checklist. Cockpit preparation: gear, pencil, covers, remove fuel quantity is 16,020 pounds. Balance seatbelts on, ADIRS nav, and bad references. Finish 10. 1029er, which is set and cross-checked. I think if I'm not wrong, it's the other way here. 3039 Altimeter 3039. Before start, parking brake is set. Takeoff speeds are 131, 135, 135, flex of 50. Windows closed, beacon is on before start. Checklist is complete. Alrighty, let's go. Pushing back. We're here to start engine, so let's start engine number 2. Engine 2 is starting. I'm taking 3-1 right or 3-2 as they say. It was nicely stabilized. Starting engine number 1. Tow truck can be disconnected. We don't need its services anymore. Alright, engine 2 is looking nice and stabilized. Mode selector is normal. APU bleed is off. APU is off. Down we have spoilers are armed. Power trim is 0. Flaps are to 2. And the flight control is up 0.0. Alright, let's do an after start. Anti-ice off. Ecam status is checked. Pitch trim is 27.4, rotor neutral, when signals on pins are received and sighted. Flight control check. We got full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, rudder, full left, full right, neutral. Let's start taxiing. Bogota traffic, Avianca 8584, taxiing runway 32 right, Bogota. Our brake is off. Okay. Some of my friends are still getting ready, so let's give them a standing chance for this flight. Alright, auto brake max is selected. I'm just putting this. Me. Sorry, system 1 and auto. That's correct. The Vapor for Romeo departure out of 3 to right. beautiful Avianca livery. As we approach Delta, we can make the right turn. Make a turn on Alpha so that we can go all the way down for Alpha 9. Awaiting the cabin check. I think they should be done. Let's just buzz the forward crew and check. Bravo, the next second right is Alpha, so we'll take Alpha second right. Right, cabin is secure. Let's do takeoff config test. Takeoff config test is normal, so we can do the taxi checklist. Flight controls checked. Flap setting config 2. Radar and brake differential on and auto. Engine mode selector is normal. ECAM memo takeoff no blue. Cabin is ready. Taxi checklist complete. What equipment are you flying? 320? So at the bottom of your flight plan, you get distance 311 nautical miles on your flight plan page. Are you getting? Have you just check your flight plan page? Is everything populated? As we proceed, since there is no ATC, I have set the cruise altitude. I'm cruising at 340 today. Yeah, I've been given 230. My optimum is 35, so I'm at 34. So that is looking 34 is looking achievable. Yeah, 32 is also there. Lovely. All right, as we are ready for lineup, let's put the oopsie. Also the crew, all crew takeoff stations, and backs are going off. and transponder is going on. Alright, before correction, lineup checklist. Takeoff runway is 32 right. PKSD packs 1 and 2 are off. Lineup checklist complete, and we're ready for departure. Approach path is clear, and look at the lovely scenery of Bogota there. My taxiing really needs some work. We line up and we're assuming we're clear for takeoff. Let's raise the power to about 50%. Engines are nice and stabilized. Takeoff. And flex 50 SRS auto thrust blue. Thrust is set. One hundred knots checked. It's V1 and rotate. Also climb. Gears up. Gear up. Now. Let's get the autopilot swinging. Climb, auto thrust. Let's quickly put the packs on so that we get some pressurization. And alt is 120 magenta. Let's go open climb. Alright, FS positive, flaps are going to 1, and we can put pack 2 also on. And let's check out our pressurization. We're almost at 7,900 feet. Yes, sir, I am. I'm just making the turn. The lovely Bogota Airport behind you. This is positive, flap 0. Throttle it down and lights it off. Let's quickly check the pressurization. Yeah, the altitude is actually descending as we climb out. And since we already started accelerating, we can put our We can do a 10,000 feet scan. Right, as we continue for our flight, um, we're going to be expecting, as planned by same rate, an approach into onto runway 02. Let's quickly check the. There is no metal available for SKPS, and I see a fluctuation happening, which is really funny. All right, so we're gonna prepare for a viewer direction and RNP approach onto runway 02. And for that, there is only one published approach, which is a really interesting approach, gets us down through the mountains. So let me just prepare that so that it's going to be an RNAV02, and it's going to be via Merc. That's the Mercator's VOR. So basically, it takes you from Mercatus to Papa Sierra 966, then 965. After 965 is 964, make a left turn sweeping into 963, and we get a nice 3.2 degree glide path onto for runway 02. Mark All Star. That's Mark All Cruise. TCAS is below. Yeah, system pages are looking all right. Let's enter the destination data, and let's see if this can really help us. Oh, lovely. So winds are calm, temperatures about 20, QNH is 1024. The 1024. And our minimums for the RNP 02 is 6300, so I'm gonna put 50 feet above that. And yeah, that looks all right. The transition level is actually 120. Let me just amend that. And yeah. As we are at it, let's quickly review the chart of the approach that we're going to be doing, as well as calculate our landing performance. We're going to be landing on runway 02. The weather conditions are dry. Let's put in the middle. Let's calculate our landing weight really quick. We had a 0 of 130.2, expecting a 10.7, so that's 140.9. Put in a 140.9, and yeah, there it is. It's going to be an auto brake medium, and we will take the reversals, and it's going to be a flat full. So let's put that in. Auto brakes will be medium, flaps are already full configured, and yeah, everything looks all right. Let's go to our charts. Let's quickly discuss the approach chart for Antonio Narino RNP02. Authorization required. Let's flag this. All right, so let me just put this to day chart. As we come in for the Mercator's VOR, we will establish our course on a radial of 213, proceeding to Papa Sierra 966. We continue descending from this point, which is at max 230 knots. So that's the hold instruction that are given in case if we have to hold at Mercator's. Post that, we expect to be at Papa Sierra 966 at 10,000. We have to be at Papa Sierra 965. That's the next waypoint. It is a max 180 knots and a mandatory 8,800. So we will check that. The next one is at max 150 as we continue descending to 96 after 965 at 8,800 to 964. At 964, it's a 3.2, so it's slightly steep as we descend on the left arc for 965. We are expecting about a rate of descent of somewhere between these two numbers. It's going to be about 750-ish looking at the ground speed. And as we come in, Papa Sierra 963, that's this point, we continue descending, and this is our missed approach point. The missed approach tells us to follow the RNAV track to Papa Sierra 588, which is not 02, it's 583. Holding pattern. So this is over here. Climbing to flight level 120 cross 584, which is this one, at 7,000 above. 966 between 7,000 and 7,800, and 585 at 10,000 or above, and we have to hold here at 12,000, and this does require RNP 0.5 in the missed approach as well. until 585, which is basically this point. So we need to have continuous GPS receiving and high accuracy up to this point. Then we proceed to here, we join the hold. When we're ready, we again proceed to Marquitas. If available, we can proceed straight out for another approach. And remember, our diversion is back to Bogota. Authorization is required, RF is required, double GDS and ISO required around 3.15. Proceed and authorized with remote QNH. Proceed and authorized at night when PAPI is inoperative. Proceed and authorized below 12 degrees and 27. RNP 0.5 at Papa 0966, so that's this point, to 965, so that is 66 to 65, so we require very high accuracy between these two waypoints. And 0.15 after 65 all the way to touchdown. So this does require a fair bit of equipment to work. Alright, as we approach closer to our destination, let me set the Marquitos altitude, which is 140. We can descend down to 140. And as we descend down to 140, mark descend all blue, flight level 140 blue. We can also let our cabin crew prepare for arrival. Now we have a company message telling me why I delayed the flight by, let's find out exactly how many minutes. 4 minutes. I'm not even going to bother to reply to this message. Oopsie. Some lovely scenery down there, and I can see it's basically jungles everywhere with a little bit of those fields here and there for vegetation. And remember, this is like a God's gifted country. It's so green in these dense jungles. Yes, a lot of stuff has happened here, but it still is a blessing to have scenery like this. And every part is as picturesque as another. Alright, as we approach closer, I'm going to put the seatbelt signs on slightly early so we can prepare for the arrival. And elevation of Pasto is about 6,000. So at 16,000, we'll try to be fully secured so we can prepare for our landing. And look at the tailwinds really pushing us. We coming really nicely to Mercados, and after Mercados, we gotta descend as per profile to 965, which will be 8,800. So as we approaching that, let's set the next one. And since we are number one, we can announce Pasto traffic. Avianca 8583 is approaching Mercados for the RNP02. We'll be proceeding out. Number one, Mercados. We're seeming a little high, so let's increase our drag so we can get back on profile. Oh, the weather's not looking too bad today, so I think it's going to be a pretty straightforward approach. Hi, Tausif. How are you? Nice to see you here today, actually, in fact. You should join us on one of our flights. It'll be really fun. Right, let's quickly set up. Lights are on, seatbelt signs are already on. LS buttons are not required. Ah, you're at Chimes. That is lovely. Congratulations, first of all, on achieving the first step. And that's all right. You're flying the real thing. You don't need this. We would love to have you here, but focus on what you're really there for. And once you're back, we will have plenty of time to do this and more, and really uh, have a different type of an experience then. So all the very best to you. You're welcome. It's amazing. We're heading into this valley. Alright, let's get the QNH going. Hi. 1020 there, 1020 there, and 1020 everywhere. Crew checklist. Dorado Ref QNH 1020. Seat belts are on. Auto brakes are medium, and engine mode selector is normal. Crew checklist is complete. Alright, let me get in position for my landing. Fun's over. So if you guys look closely there, that is where the airport is. We're gonna go like this and come sweeping back for the runway. A really interesting selection of an airport today by Swapnil. Let's start our approach. The volume for the sim goes up. I can get some feedback. Final runway track is 020 today. So when we do go manual, it's gonna be that. I'm gonna take manual somewhere close to a little before 064, so I can set up the whole thing. Approach phase is activated. Flaps are 1. Altitude is set, which is oh, I can arm the approach actually. All star descent final blue. Up now. The next altitude I'm going to be setting it is for the runway, which is about 1,000 feet above. Flaps 2. As the gears come out for our landing, now we cross the lovely hill below us. Quickly buzz our cabin crew, make sure that they are all set. Alright, autopilot's going off, flaps 3, flaps full, and it's in. And lap, speed.
Terrain ahead. Pull
Yep.
up. Terrain
Disregarding
ahead.
that, we
Pull
totally
up.
briefed for that.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Disregard that. You know what? I'm gonna put the terrain off. Ground speed's about 160 versus what we prepared for of 140. So look at our rate of descent. It is almost it almost requires 1,000. But thankfully the weather is not too bad, so this can get really nasty if the weather's alright. It's not so great. So the airfield is somewhere over there. And I have a feeling that I'm getting a little low. There are no IDMA cross checks because this is an RNP approach. Alright, I'm gonna set the missed approach altitude, which is 120. Yep. Check that out. How beautiful is that valley? Alright, let's concentrate on the landing. Landing checklist, ECAM memo, landing no blue, cabin is ready. The landing checklist is complete. And the runway is coming in nicely inside. We've got about 3 whites and 1 red. So I'll try and correct that just a little bit. I don't want to be too aggressive about it. Remember, this is like a... I mean, you've heard tabletop runways. This is amazing.
100 above.
Back.
Minimum.
Puppies are looking all whites for some reason, so I'm gonna have to slightly duck in, but that's okay. We have a nice profile going on here, so I'm gonna disregard that. Aim for my aiming point.
100.
Sink rate. Pull up.
40. 20. Retard.
Well, it's reverse green diesel and at 70 knots. And since we have traffic behind us, I'm gonna try and expedite the vacation. Bogota traffic Avianca 8583 is backtracking on runway 022 vacate for parking. Alrighty, let's try and expedite that. As you notice, it was a 1.6 G. It's a little firm landing. There was a bounce. It was a little firm landing for the airport. The center line does look a little exaggerated here. It wasn't so bad, but yeah, we did touch down where we required to be on a firm side, so I'll take that as a landing. Wicket Alpha, is it? No, we'll have to go to the next one. Maybe Bravo. We have ground equipment over there. Let's particle stand number 3. Alright, let's put the lights off. APU is started. We can also go off a little power so we can get it moving. Low traffic Avianca 8583 is clear of the active. Let's see. Alright, APU is lead is on and yeah, click to disconnect. Alright, click put. Alrighty, engines are off. Waiting for the doors. Yeah, beacons can go off. Doors can be disarmed, and let's reboard now. Yes, so let's call the ground services. And ground services. It's got the forward stairs. I do not need a GPU. And yeah, quickly run through our parking scan. Seatbelt signs going off. All lights are off. Everything here looks fine. We've done this in 1 hour and 1 minute, so that's not bad at all. Alright, let's do a parking checklist. Parking brake chocks. Chocks are they set? Yes, they are. So parking brake can be released. Engines off, wing lights off, fuel pumps are off. Parking checklist complete. Welcome to Pasto. It should just be making the turn in the valley there. Wonder if we can see him. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I can see a Latam on finals. Whoa. I mean, he just froze there. Oh, there he is. Just a minor startup. Not bad at all. Wow. Oh, that's him. So they're really liking it today, huh? Yeah, I know. You can go. As we wait for the last guy to come in and park, I must say this was an excellent suggestion from Swapnil for this flight today. What epic views. Shortly, we should be seeing an Avianca company coming in for this approach. Trying to look out. There he is. Let's go to our favorite camera. Where I could see him. He's almost turning finals. Oh, there he is. Well, there is definitely a scenery issue here. Alright people, that's it from my side today. We are going to be ending the stream. Thank you for watching with us, and I'll see you until next time.